going and disputing a grievance at a public building. Bunch of fucking harassment is all it is.
You guys can play one-sided. That's how it always works out. You guys slow out some here restraining orders, but not others. I've done this before. Yeah, sure.
No duty to take your stupid ass paperwork. So this is the...
Go.
Public service agent can't get a TPO on the public to try and stop the public from redressing grievance. Blah 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 blah.
How about you guys have prohibited him?
There is the nice stalker. Here's the nice stalker. He's always the bitch ass that comes. He's the nice stalker. I fucking hate him. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
he goes down there to have a conversation with them after they harass him. After they harass him.
I already told your agency
And guess what? She's a public servant too. I'm gonna have her ask for it too, because guess what? Guess what? She allows the harassment to happen. He goes to complain to her all the time about being harassed by that woman. I have video evidence of it and everything. You guys have no idea. Yeah, it's okay. How come you haven't taken his complaint? I want to know why Nye County Sheriff's Department has not taken his complaint.
Do you have a computer on board? I do. That I can plug a USB?
Harassment is illegal.
Okay, because I got some evidence that I could
lawful or illegal. Lawful or legal. Legal or lawful.
Yeah, but why can't we go down here where there's
legal or lawful? Is it lawful or legal? Is this legal or lawful?
No.
Is it legal or lawful? Legal or lawful?
He's about to litter his garbage on my property. He just littered his garbage on my property.
What's legal and what's lawful are two different things,
You
sir.
just touched my property, sir. That was
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did. The fucking thing on my property.
You don't know the laws.
I have every right to go down to my public
You're just a cop and you don't know the laws. And I want you to, hey, how about you cite one NRS code for me right now, sir? Or do you have to pull out your green book?
You have to get her out of there. I'm respect.
This is about 10 plus years of harassment and it's over. It's over.
You have nothing to fear with me. I'm loud and the loud is not enough. You might not like the way I sound and agree, but I have the right to breathe. I would love you or your agency to redress those grievances that I have already placed forth. Prior to. You know what the thing is I'm disrespectful, right? Those public service agents think you're taking my disrespect with disrespect. I am the source of provocation. I am the auditor. I provoke the extent of the law, which I can provoke, which is the First Amendment speech. What they do in turn is they take the public service ass that they're not supposed to. These are not my standards, sir. These are the standards of the ethics of the executive branch. These standards, they must remain ethical at all times. Whether I'm yelling or being an asshole does not give them the duty to turn around. They have a duty to remain respectful no matter how disrespectful I am. I don't really want to be disrespectful. I don't. No, I am a free American. I don't have to claim to be an American to be an American. I don't have to show you my papers to be American. I don't want your papers either, sir.
It's been harassment since been harassment. There ain't no court system.
You know, after
They are public servants. He is a public person. He doesn't have to uphold what they have to
uphold. I have
uphold.
more than 3 witnesses to the detail.
Now he has to go through a third party and have his garbage dumped. More harassment. More harassment right there.
After placing a complaint with your agency, I've been arrested more times than Bill.
Willis, you have to go through a third person to have your garbage dumped now. Well, then he can't come around here either, right? And I want a restraining order against him so that he cannot come around here.
I'm not gonna file anything.
He likes to judge people based on like social status and stuff like that. He'll back into that man's driveway up there because he's a big boss at the mine. But he won't even pick my brother's trash up. He'll just drive right by it.
I got one video from him. He said he says, "Well, why aren't you recording this?" I said, "I am recording it. My beard must have been over my body camera." Next, all of a sudden, I said, "I am recording it." And he bends down to my body camera and says, "This is Jim Basinger. Just if you want to find his camera, it'll be up his ass."
We have video evidence actually of Jim
and
harassing him
this was
more
like
than
in
him
January
harassing
when I
Jim.
got that video,
The other
and
day
then
when your
yesterday
two
when I went
fellow
down there
deputies
to,
were here,
redress my
Jim
grievance with,
Jim was trying to call him out and get him mad.
I can't concentrate on two people at once. I'm trying
Nye
to pay attention to
County
him.
does
I'm
not
trying
care
to pay
about
attention to you. I
yeah,
can't do
no,
it.
Nye County doesn't care because every time they have an excuse as to why they don't want to hear us. But listen, you are sitting here listening, but you know you should
Are you
be able
gonna
to
do something about it, really? You know?
Battle.
Do we get the fair treatment like Jim Basinger
It's all
gets
about
some
paying
treatment?
attention.
We don't get the
You know
same
what I mean?
treatment.
It's,
I
it's
know
about
because I have
showing
10 years
all
of
sorts
documented
harassment.
You know,
So I should be able to concentrate to two people yelling at me at the same time.
I don't know what you should be. It should be. That's just your speculation. But all I'm saying is that you can't listen to me when
Listen here.
You know what fails the public in your trust and service is that you guys pick and choose who you help and who you don't. And I have 10 years that can prove that.
Have you called us?
10 years I've called you guys!
Yeah.
Yes!
Well, since 2010,
I've gone up to the sheriff and I've had a commissioner say
Start-
something about it, and guess what?
that's when our
Some have
families,
commissioner because
harassment
the commissioner was going to do something about it.
hard.
I've had lawyers
You know.
that backed out because they were threatened by Nye County. Yes, I have.
2015, okay? And then I thought I had lost that because we moved out of this town in 2015.
I was raped
And
by
then I came back in
Sheriff and
2018.
Sergeant Cabarrus, and I put in a statement
Listen.
to say that I was raped by them, and it got ripped up in front of my face
Yeah, it
by
did.
a captain out of Tonopah.
My sister
Right in
came
front of
home,
my face.
bruised from head to
Couldn't
toe
do
free.
nothing about it.
There was,
This is
there
Nye
was,
County to me.
handprints ripped into
And they couldn't
under
even
thighs.
bring me with a crime except for resisting
She had
arrest.
right here on the sides of her thighs, the under thighs, there was handprints like this on both sides.
If you feel you're not being treated correctly, then escalate
We
it.
haven't been
That was a long
treated
time ago.
correctly.
Yeah, but we
Our
can't
stepdad
trust
was
your
a Nye County
agency.
deputy. They got in whatever.
We're doing our best.
It's all the same
We're
agency.
doing our best as, you know, we're doing our best to perform the social contract, which is to remain unviolent and to use your agency to complain to.
You call the Nevada State Highway Patrol and ask them to come out here and handle some harassment from you guys, and they're going to say, hell no, we're not going to do that. It's all the same agency.
What about the AG's office?
Yeah,
The
but-
Attorney General's
Yeah,
office?
you can't
Jeff
never
Stark
talk
allowed
to
an adult woman to harass
all right.
and stalk my 13-year-old daughter. It was all okay with him.
All of this
and
shows us that
I
we
almost,
need to start
she
bringing
lied
out
about
our
me trying to
Second
say
Amendment, and we
crap.
need to start
I beat her in
listening up.
court. Jeff Stark
And
ain't
on
a cop in Nye
greater-
County no
on a
more.
greater thing that-
There's a reason for all this shit, but we do get harassed and we do get treated unfairly by Nye County, and that's why the public does not have trust in cops because of those reasons right there.
The blue
Sorry
line.
you feel that way.
For 10 years, I felt this
We
way,
would all
and
like
nobody's ever cared.
to, we'd all like to feel good. That's the truth. You know, I don't go down there to complain about Jim Basinger for my health. You know what I mean? You know, one time I'll tell you about something. Okay, back when they first moved here,
Can I put my sunglasses on? Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Okay.
You know,
Sun's in my eyes. Let's start in the water.
yeah. Besides it doesn't matter anyway. You know what I mean? Some people, well, most people, even me, would look at that as like RoboCop shit. But you just got some sunglasses on. It's all right. But we want some trust out of the government, so that we don't have to teach our children how to go against the government because enemies, foreign and abroad, or what is it? Domestic, foreign and domestic. You know what I mean? We don't want. It was like that one video where the girl spit on the cop while he was trying to put her in the back, and the guy, she's already in handcuffs, and he yanks her out, and she went to her face in the parking lot. I feel like if I had to line up to get spit on, I would line up to get spit on before I wanted one cop to pull a girl on her face with handcuffs on her back because he got spit on. You know, like I would line up to get spit on so I could show you guys that, hey, look at, you know, I'll agree to get spit on. That nobody would like it. Nobody would get spit on. But just his head where he snapped because he was like,
I can't speak for other people's actions.
yeah.
All I can speak for is my actions.
You know, which the state agency is under, could ethically look at his conduct.
Because
Which, hey, listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna say something right now. I put in a lot of complaints recently, and I haven't been producing the evidence on these complaints. In fact, when I'm right before I go to actually file a criminal complaint or report, I feel a little bit threatened. I feel a little bit. No, you know, I filed criminal complaint before against Jeff Stark in this country, in this county. It didn't work out.
With lots of evidence.
He got to get in my face like this and tell me, if you don't get out of my face, like I'm standing over here, he comes.
I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, you don't get out of my face, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. And then I step like this, as far as I can without going off balance, and I step back to me and Jeff Stark with this car. I said, no. He goes. And that was when my mom said, I'm recording this. And then all of a sudden he backed off, went to his truck, started writing me the tickets like he should have been from the start. You see what I'm saying?
And was that turned over to the sheriff's office?
Yeah, that was all a big old fiasco. That was like a 3-year battle with the sheriff's department and the fucking county.
Unfortunately, I wasn't part of that.
Yeah, but you were around a couple times during that because I think that you arrested me out here.
I transported
actually,
you. I transported you one time.
I talked to you for something, and you grabbed me and you turned me and put me in handcuffs, put me in the back.
I've never handcuffed you.
But that's okay.
I transported you.
I thought you.
The sergeants came out here and arrested you.
There was a bunch of sergeants. There was even the highway patrol. No, but they were claiming a TPO violation.
Like
and
I
so
said,
this is what I'm getting down to right here.
That was 7 years ago.
Listen to me, though. I'm not trying to be against you. I don't need your defensive speech because it doesn't matter to me that much. That was 7 years ago. You know, in fact, we've come to an agreement. You know, me and the county.
Okay.
Thanks to the Honorable Jasperson, who actually gets some kind of sense and this big old argument. Because, you know, I'm going to argue because I'm not going to just let the deputy be able to just stalk, harass me and my entire family and not argue. You see what I'm saying?
You went through the proper channels. The same
Okay.
thing you need to do this.
Let me get back to
You've
this matter,
transported
okay?
him once, and yet you come up and you try to serve me paperwork.
Hold
7 years ago.
on. Yeah, but he doesn't know. He doesn't have. It's all right. They only have an hour of government time for everybody. I drew a cop. I put my shadow was on the wall, and I outlined my shadow in an artistic fashion, and I drew a cop, right?
Okay.
And I talked to the cop on the wall because I know for a fact I can't come to you and have you actually listen to me. I can't come to you and have you actually there to stop and listen to my side of the story. And then Means, he broke my trust on numerous occasions, but I still want to offer him respect.
Is
You know what
rape
I
a
mean?
crime?
I still want to. What? Hold on.
Is rape a crime?
Yeah.
100%.
What's the
Rachel.
statute of limitations on rape?
I would have to look it up.
Did I not just report it to you?
It's been reported before, hasn't it?
Why haven't you taken my statement? Yeah, and the statement got ripped up by your department. Yours, right there in Tonopah, and I have dates and everything. I have a whole evidence pile of evidence.
I'll contact it.
I was denied the right to go to the hospital. He had blood, admitted to blood exposure on his hands. It was my blood on his hands, but I didn't get to go to the hospital, and he didn't go either.
What she's describing right now is
Or
a
he
law
got to go,
enforcement norm where they get your blood on them and then they get to go to the hospital.
He
and
got
they
in the
claim
back
that
seat
it's
of his
assault on a
car
police officer
with
when
me
it
in
wasn't
shackles.
even their blood involved.
He took advantage of me,
'cause
and
she
then
got
pulled
beat up
over
and-
by Red Lake
and he
Summit,
didn't.
right behind Red Lake Summit, with Sergeant Cabarrus, and they both had their way with me at that point.
And you reported this, correct?
Yes, I did, sir.
But,
And this is what your department, your sheriff's department, did to me. Rip, rip, rip,
when
rip,
my
rip.
sister
You ain't
came
getting
home
nowhere
that
with
time,
this.
She was,
And set
she
him
was
right in the
upstairs.
office to where she had to deal with him when she came into your guys'
When they
office.
came to see me
But
the
her
next
skin was
morning after my
a shade of
arrest,
green.
they asked for pictures, right? And they wanted
She was
pictures of
gruesome
my
as
cuff
hell.
marks, where my forearms were more swollen than my wrists were more swollen than my forearms. They wanted pictures of that, trying to say I was being combative. But I said, what about the bruises all over the rest of my body? And I was told by Downing, don't expose yourself to me. Don't expose yourself to me. Instead of going to get a female officer to take evidence that I was asking them to take. This was in a recorded conversation in the library, supposedly.
but you know, but this is a
But this is why we have problems with Nye County Sheriff's Department. Why you guys always get problems from us is because this has been going on for 10 plus years.
No, they don't get problems from us. They get complaints from us, and then they don't want to listen to the complaints, and then they turn us into.
Could you imagine being handcuffed while somebody raped you?
Being loud.
And you could not get them off you no matter how hard you struggled because you were handcuffed and held. And his excuse to get in the back seat with me out here is because he wanted to secure my feet. Why is he getting in the back seat of a vehicle with a female who has handcuffs on? Period. I was already in the back seat.
And you reported this to the
Yes,
office,
I
correct?
did, sir. I did. I reported it when Tonopah still was running courts and everything. I reported it to them. I gave them a statement. They ripped it right up in front of me. I even was there for a work card that day because I was supposed to be bartending for the VFW at the time. And I was told by Kabiris' wife, who was doing the identification bar cards for everybody, that normally these are good for a year, but I'm only going to do yours for 6 months because this, that, and the other, you know, which was not right either. But I can't. Who do I complain to, sir? If I can't complain to you?
Call internal affairs.
My sister's using
Internal
this time
affairs.
to complain to
I've called the
officer.
sheriff. That's pretty internal, isn't it?
That's the top of the line. But everybody has a boss. You can call the AG's office. Everybody has.
Every time you guys have come
I'm
out
gonna go
here,
wheeling
it's
with that
never
piece
been
of
good
paper
for.
right there. I'm not gonna be able to
Every
read
time
that
you guys
piece
have
of
made it
paper.
out here to Gabs, and I just
I'm not gonna
recently
be able
moved
to
back
look
here,
at that piece of
but
paper. I'm not even gonna be
just
able
to let
get
you
off
know,
of there. I'm gonna go wheeling through the willows
not
with that
because.
thing.
Well, I handed it to
I'm
you.
gonna record this whole
Honestly,
thing.
You handed it to,
you've given me more time of your
you-
day than any.
you handed it to a
anybody
piece
else
of
in your
property.
agency.
You think
Okay.
I'm gonna comply?
Usually,
think
you
I'm
guys come out here
just
to
gonna
cause
comply?
problems for us.
You know,
We're
insubordination
good
is the
people,
key
and
to
we get
freedom.
treated horrible.
Let me talk to this guy now. For now, don't speak up, please. Insubordination is the key to freedom. Okay? While just complying is against the very nature of freedom. You cannot just comply. Because if all you did was just comply, and I know that your office and everybody else in your community would preach just comply. Dude, you wouldn't have gotten that, you just comply.
I just
Well,
complied.
hold on. I just want you to know that if you just complied and we just held you to that, then you're going to have to start complying with me sometime. And you might not even want to comply with what I
I've
want.
sat here and listened to it.
Well, you're cool. You know?
I didn't have to stand here.
Just like I say, I'm gonna say this because I've wanted to say this over numerous videos I've gotten with several officers so far. Is that I'm saying just that's cool, man. That's cool. I am commending you for standing here listening. I just want you to know that just because I'm this token at this time, that doesn't mean that I excuse you from any other distrust that me and you might have gotten. And I want you to understand that I'm not the one that went down to the sheriff's office and doing everything to come serve the public. I'm just the public. I'm just people. We are from the same county, and it's a small populated county. This is a small town. Everybody knows me, so I can't remain anonymous. But I have the right to remain anonymous. I've told these guys down here, hey. In fact, I have the right to remain anonymous. I do not even want to be known as a name. I don't want you to call me a name no more. What they do is they go, oh, pshaw. And it's easy to go off of that because what is that? Just my interpretation? Is that my feelings? Is that my beliefs? Well, I'm here to say that yes, those are my stupid beliefs, and they are my beliefs. And I don't want to tell you that your nice red mustache is dumb because I believe in having a beard. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. You see what I'm saying?
You're free to believe what you want to
You
believe.
like a mustache, and you might even like more than a mustache. Maybe you can't even have more than a mustache right now. And I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know why I don't want to be just known as a name. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to try to make me out to be the asshole because I'm loud. They don't like the tone of my voice. They don't even like the speech. But all those are a speech. Loud, tone, and speech. You see what I'm saying? And I haven't done one thing towards any of this stuff that's out of being loud, trying to be known, trying to get my point across, loud. Maybe they don't like my speech, maybe they don't like my tone. You see what I'm saying? This is what all I've been pointing out. I haven't been pointing out nothing else towards anything else. And you know what I've done? You know what I've done though. No, what I've done with this is I've sat in the jail. I sat in the jail 3 times during that whole maybe even more times than that during that whole Jeff Stark fiasco, where he's sitting there using his job to oppress me, and then getting away with it fully. Totally got away with it. You know, but you know, I have an agreement. You know, I am over with. I'm not mad at Knight County anymore with that. But that doesn't mean that it's called forgiveness, but it doesn't mean that it's gone. You know, it doesn't mean it didn't happen. The whole reason why I was in and out of your courts is because it happened. You see what I'm saying? I didn't call myself there, did I? I didn't need to. I was being called there. I tried to make it there every time. There was one time that the courts didn't properly notify me to my last mailing address that I had a court. They claimed that that they notified my lawyer, but this court was on October 18th, and my lawyer even testified that he wasn't my lawyer till November 16th. So how could he be my lawyer on October 18th to tell me about something when he was my lawyer on November 16th? So, you know, I even did the time on that, and I did that. I came from Washington State down here to Tonopah and turned myself in for that failure to appear. And they didn't think I was going to. I did their court. I went there. But let me get back to this instant, okay? Jan Basinger tried putting 4 dog at large tickets on me, and one of the times she claimed dog at large ticket on me, it wasn't even my dog. I lived there. It was my little sister and her boyfriend's dog that was living here, and she was out right here, and Jan Basinger was walking down right here, and she tried to, since I told the dog to get in the yard and it listened to me, she tried to tell me that was my dog. You know what I mean? And Mashlack even said, oh, so if I'm jogging down the road and some dog comes out of the yard and I say, go get, and it listens to me, that makes that my dog? And this was Mashlack. And they had to agree no, that doesn't make it your dog just because the dog listen to you. And then all of a sudden Mashlack told the Basingers that no more, this was 4 complaints that she placed on me, and that if they complain against me one more time, that would be harassment, okay? And Mashlack told them that. And all of a sudden, no more dog at large complaints on me, right? That's a given. No more, actually nothing actually even was happening with me and Jim Basinger up until the point that he brought out that fucking street sweeper, okay? So now he brings out the street sweeper in the 90s, which was the cities. And in the 90s, there was Joe Clifton and Kevin Snodgrass running the city yard. Kevin Snodgrass running the city yard. Joe Clifton worked as the hand. Next, all of a sudden, they were street sweeping. But people started complaining that the fucking street sweeper was sending rocks on their car. So then all of a sudden, fucking the county, they got calls. Sheriff's Department got calls. Hey man, this street sweeper is fucking sending rocks on our cars. Can you tell them to cease and desist? Next, all of a sudden, the county tell the city of Gavs to park the machine. This machine stayed down in the county yard, and when the city disincorporated, the county took over the county yard. It turned the city yard into a county yard, right? Which I want to say, the county yard is of the people, not of the agency. It's not the agency's county yard, it's the people's county yard. The agency don't have money, they have tax money. The agency is only a mediator, the county yard's our yard. The county isn't going to sit here and tell us, the people, what to do with our fucking easements. You know, I want to make that fucking clear. This is unconstitutional. It breaches our peace when the county tells us. Timothy Dahl tried to tell me that this was the county's easements, and that was a direct breach of my peace, because I have the right to use this county easement, which is my easement, which is my neighbor's easement. You know, my family pays taxes on this easement, but that doesn't mean my neighbor can't come and park his thing here. You know what I mean? Even if they're my enemy, like Jim. If I had a piece open right here and he needed to park here for something, he's allowed to park here. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't mean no harm. Even though he's out to get me every fucking time I turn around. But what was funny is that he's not out to get, I moved back in 2018. I started making I cleaned up a little bit of my stuff that I wanted cleaned up. He finds out I'm going down to the Dumar's place. I borrowed the keys from Dumar. I went down and got my stuff, take the keys back to Dumar. Well, one time I went to do that, and all of a sudden, oh, Jim's got the keys. You're gonna have to go ask him for the keys. I was like, oh, I was okay with that. And I was thinking, fuck, man, I don't really want to ask Jim for the keys. You know what I mean? Because this and that. So I held off. I didn't ask Jim basically for the keys. Well, then I saw Troy loading up his truck with the load. I had my truck loaded up with the load already. So I was like, okay, Troy, when you go down there, can I go down there with you? And he said, yeah. So I go down there. I see Troy take off. I go down there. I pull up. Jim Basinger and Troy are down there. So I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do this, Troy. You know, I can't do this. And I was gonna go, and then both him and Jim Basinger said, well, it's all right. You know, I'm not gonna do nothing to you. This was Jim. He says, I said, Jim, you try to use your county position and everything against me. He goes, I don't have the power. You know, he was just trying to say he didn't have the power and everything to do anything like that or anything, right? And he wasn't really full on harassing me at that point, right? He invited me in to dump my stuff, and I did. I agreed with both the gentlemen, right? I said, okay, fine. I'll do what my body's telling me not to do at this point, right? And I backed up to a pile and undid my load, right? And then freaking we all took off, no problems there, right? And then all of a sudden my neighbor right here had his chickens killed, right? And my cameras caught the dogs killing the chickens, right? And I turned it over to my neighbor, the video, right? I gave him a thumb drive with the shit on it. Next, he obviously used that, you know, in his defense to say what happened to his chickens, right? And then all of a sudden, next time I won't go looking to use the dump, I was told by several people, yeah, you know, I think the dump's been shut down.
With full evidence of other people going down there and still using it.
Yeah, but no, after we've been told that the EPA shut down Ray Dumar's dump, that the county told Ray Dumar he could no longer use the dump. That's what we was told. We was told that the county told Dumar that he can no longer use that dump, right? And I was thinking, oh hell no, you know, because the county, it's not the county's property to tell Dumar what to do with his property. But then all of a sudden, it comes to the day, I'm under the impression that somebody shut that dump down, whether it be the county, the EPA, or whoever shut the fucking thing down, whether it be Ray Dumar that shut it down. I was under the impression that the dump was shut down. And then all of a sudden I see Troy loading his truck up for a dump load, and I see Jim Basinger there too, right? So I'm thinking, oh fuck, they're gonna go dump down there. Watch it, they're gonna go dump down there. Jim Basinger's here, they're loading up the truck with dump. What is Jim Basinger gonna sit here, help Troy load up his truck so that he can haul it over to Hawthorne dump? No. So I fucking waited until they took off with the fucking thing. I rode over to the highway over here and I seen all their trucks down there. There's 3 trucks down there. And I moved down towards the dump on the county easement and fucking, sure enough, they're leaving the dump. I fucking got a video of the trailer, the refrigerator that was just in the back of Troy's truck and now is sitting in the fucking dump. You see what I'm saying?
So if he's not allowed to go down there to pay his bill, then how is Jim allowed to come up here and dump his garbage?
He's not. He's not allowed to come up here and dump my garbage.
Yeah,
he's
so
not.
It's not a team doing it, Jim.
No, he's not allowed to come
both
within.
ways. That's what I've always been told.
Dump
It
my
works
garbage.
both ways. A restraint or a restraint.
It's
I'm
from
gonna be out
Renee.
here yelling at his ass
There's not going to be
when he comes by my fucking house. Remember when you guys came by? You put me in handcuffs that time. You put me in the car, and I was transported. Hold on. No. Shut up and go up there, please, or shut up. Okay, you don't have to shut up. You can just keep talking. I won't tell him. This is a breach of my fucking peace now. You mean to fucking tell me that you're here to try to put a fucking TPO on me? I'm not mad at you right now. I'm telling you.
And I'm fucking heated and pissed. This is called illicit, not illicit.
Yeah,
this is called illicit behavior. Now listen to me. Listen to me. He is not coming up to my fucking house. If he comes up around my house, you're gonna hear that he's around my house. Cause I'm gonna be at the end of my fucking voice about it. Now I was out here.
And you better not get arrested for it either.
Shush, please! I can't stop you from talking, but I'm gonna ask you, please, shut up! When you put your false TPO on me, Knight County Deputy, on Jeffrey Stark, which was unlawful, as a public service agent, please! A public service agent.
Here no more.
I might as well not even fucking continue, you stupid ass bitch. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
This is why you guys call yourself cops, so you guys can play it on one side and get involved.
Shut the fuck up! You guys put a fucking TPO on me for Jeff Stark, which was a public agent. He cannot get a TPO to protect himself from my grievance. I'm giving you a grievance right now. I have an elevated tone of voice. You might not like my grievance, but you have to hear it. You're the public service agent. You're who I'm supposed to grieve with my government. Now listen. He put a TPO on me and I was out here in my fucking yard, and you motherfucking bastards knew that I told them. I told the bastards that talked to me on the phone. Listen to me, don't be distracted by the Karen. Okay? Because her real name's Karen. The last deputy tried to say, hey, that guy up there. I said, that ain't a fucking guy. Now listen. At that point, when you arrested me that time, there was like 6 guys arrest me for a temporary restraining order violation. The little bitch-ass public service agent that was seeking protection, which is cowardice. Public safety is heroism. Public service officer, when cops say for officer safety is cowardice. Public safety is heroism. You joined the career to do the fucking public service, a public safety, not to fucking look out for your own goddamn ball sack. Look at this goddamn mindless goddamn sheep. Shut up, sheep! Listen, you can go away. Don't tell her to go away. She's okay. We can listen to the people. Yeah, and when I have to complain about Jeff Stark, who the fuck do you think I complain to? Jesus fucking Christ! Sheep! Person! Not one of the people! Not one of the people!
I'm not doing this.
Duh. But listen, no, I want you to do this. So
I've been doing this for an hour.
You're doing good. Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're providing a service to the community. You might not like my grievance, but I hope that you listen to it.
I have listened to you. Have I not?
Same with Means. He listened to me too. He expressed that he wanted to go, and I after I felt like maybe he ain't listening to me either, though. He ain't listening to me. He's just discrediting my whole fucking. It's called disparagement. You know, it's called disparagement. Fuck that lady. She's getting into our fucking conversation, but you know, that was like with that guy, with the last trooper or last deputy that was down here talking to me. The guy that fucking doesn't put a name tag on, which needs to stop. He puts 2 swords right here.
I'm not sure who that is.
I can't tell you exactly what it is either, because he puts swords there instead of a name tag. You know? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, miss. There's like, we could go, you know, as a matter of fact, we're out in public having a conversation on an easement. We should be off in a private so that this bitch can't come down here and fuck my shit up. You know, you don't want to listen to me no more. You already want to go. She's taking my fucking time. She's taking everything. I'm not gonna hate her
I've
for
stood
it.
here now for about
I know. I'm just telling you, I don't hate her for it. It's just irritating as a motherfucker because I'm never hurt, dude.
All I get
sat
is
here and
loud.
listened to you.
Are you about to fucking give me a TPO for this bitch ass punk's public service that fucking is using his position against me to allow him to come up and creep on up, strut that ass? He's gonna strut that ass. Get me, motherfucker, get me. He's gonna strut that ass. Strut that ass on over here in his fucking work vehicle and strut that ass all over my fucking goddamn fucking area. And then he's gonna claim that I violate the TPO?
It's not against him.
No. I want you to do me a service and go and pick that fucking thing up that you put on my shit.
Are you gonna
You've
take
touched my shit. No. You've touched my
been
shit
served with
once.
a TPO.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Pick that thing up off of my fucking property that you set there
You've been
unlawfully.
served with a TPO.
You unlawfully placed that thing on my property.
I did not unlawfully place it
Yes,
there.
you did.
It's not a county easement.
No.
I have served you with a
My
TPO.
property on a county easement does not make my property not my property, boy. Listen, are you about to jump in and go?
I am. I'm done.
Fucking asshole. You same ass creep as the rest of them. You same ass creep as the rest of them,
I've
bro.
sat here and listened to you for an
No,
hour.
Ramirez,
We're
you
going
just cut the story short because I told you that you put that on there unlawfully, which you did. I don't care about you. Don't discredit me. Don't disparage me. You're disparaging me.
I didn't discredit you. I sat here and listened to you.
Listen.
And you've done